Hello and welcome to Simon's Can't Cook. We'll have a go with the Monsieur Cuisine. So there it is, and as you can see, looks pretty much like I'm not too familiar with the TM6. TM5 is a little bit different. It's got a smaller screen and it's a bit clunky, but this one's pretty good. You can, so you can change things, or there's a dial, of course. The dial seems to move things quite slowly, which is all right for speed, but when you're on to minutes, if you want to do like 20 minutes, it's much easier to do that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's the thing. And on the recipes, I'm going to have a look. So let's have a quick look on the recipes. I'll do A to Z. You can see it's got loads of recipes. The screen's pretty good. It's quite responsive. And then I'm going to do a search on here. So if I can manage to do my camera at the same time, I'm going to search for soup. I'm going to actually try the Thai curry soup. So try soup. And it gives me a list of soups. Lots and lots of soups. And I'm going to try this one here, which is Thai curry soup. I'll click into there. So that's Thai curry soup. And what does it say? It is 6 portions. So I might cut down on some of the amounts. 49 minutes. And if I go in here, it gives me all the nutritional values. Go into this bit, it gives me the overview of the whole process, and click on this one, and it gives me the list of ingredients. So, in true TV style, I've tried my very best. I've got most of the ingredients here. Couldn't get lemongrass, so I'm going to use spring onions. I'm not sure that's going to work, but hey. Right, let's give it a go. Okay, so next one, trim the mushrooms. Yeah, I'm sadly lacking in the mushrooms too, so I'm going to have to skip that one. But you can see there that you've got the weighing thing, so you can tear it, and you can plonk your mushrooms on top or whatever. So I'm going to have to move that one. I've got peeled 350 grams of carrots and put them into thin slices. So let's grab the carrots, chuck them on top of here. 350 grams. Oh, look at that. 330. I'll do. Okay, so those are 350 grams. I'll peel them. Carrots done. So next, wash and halve the cherry tomatoes. I've got them here, halve them. I've got a sharp knife, I'm good. Okay, job done. Right, next. Weigh out the 500 chicken fillets. So the chicken's over there somewhere. Okay. I've weighed it, washed the chicken breast, and cut in half, and cut into slices half centimetre thick. Okay, done that one, that's fine. Right, I suppose back over here. Wet hands and a camera, not very good. Okay, let's try the next one. Peel a piece of ginger and 3 garlic cloves and put them into the jug. Finally, we get to use the machine. Okay, so it says put the ginger and the garlic in. Slightly different from the Thermomix, you've got to push this lid around so it gets to the unlock bit. Got quite a vacuum seal on it. Lift it off. You can see I've got the basket in here, which I'm not going to be using, but apart from that, it looks rather like a Thermomix. It goes up to 3 litres here, so you've got 1, 2, and there's your 3 litre mark. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here, pick them up. In they go. And then it's on 8, so the lid back on. Again, when I'm putting the lid back on, I'm lining up these with the sides, just press it down a bit and rotate it around, and that locks the whole thing in place. There you go. Little bong to tell you it's locked. And then you go down here and you press play. Yeah, okay, transfer out. Right. Okay, I'm not sure this camera's working. I've taken the blade out, and there's my bowl there, so you can see I put the thing on top of the bowl there, and I'm just moving. It's just an easy way of doing it. It's just to scrape it out there, and just literally pop it down the hole. So, whoop, and try not to do filming at the same time. So I've given the bowl a rinse out, and put the blade back in. It's very similar to the other one. Get a bit of water over there. Nice. Blade just drops in as you had before, if I flick it over, the only difference is it's just got a little, this thing here is like a lever. I just pull this lever over here, it locks it in, and that's it. Perfect. So it says gently warm at 5 tablespoons, I think that says, coconut oil until it's liquid. Mix half it with 4 teaspoons of Thai curry paste. Rub into the chicken. Okay. Here's my oil. I'm using sesame oil instead of coconut oil, but who knows what's in the right. 4 teaspoons of this. Okay, 1. And that's green rather than red. So I think my soup's going to have a slightly different feel to it. So I'll put the oil and stuff in there. I'm just going to gloop. This is probably more of a manual recipe than a lot of them on there. i.e. there's a lot of doing outside of the thing. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that's all mixed. And then the next thing is remove the beaker from the lid, put the chicken and the rest of the coconut oil into the blender. Yeah, and then we're ready to go. So that's 7 minutes on 130 degrees. Okay, that's the chicken and the coconut oil in, or the oil. Okay, and then I put the lid. Put the lid on. Put it into place. Hit the start button. And there it goes, 130 degrees C. Looks like it's doing reverse. And just 7 minutes. Come back to that in a sec. So you can see this one's actually set to roasting mode. And 130 degrees. I'm not sure, but I think it does tell you the existing temperature here. Currently it's at 0, so I must be doing a bit of mixing first. Yeah, you can see now a couple of minutes in, you see the temperature up to 100 there. So it's heading, that's its target temperature, and it's currently at 100. It looks like I think I forgot to remove the beaker, but you can see it's going great now. Just got a couple of minutes left on this roast. Okay, so that bit's done. Remove the meat from the blender jug and set it to one side. Okay, back in a minute. Okay, the lid off. Yeah, you can see it's it's all right. A little bit pale in there, but I suppose it will be. Yeah. Okay, put the ginger garlic mixture, lemongrass, mushrooms, and sliced carrots, all my alternative ingredients, into the blender jug. Okay, put the ginger garlic mixture, lemongrass, mushrooms, and carrots. Okay, there's the I've got some spring onions there, and then spatula. Yeah, and I've got garlic and everything in there. This spatula was given free, by the way. When I ordered the steaming basket, they just sent this one free, which is quite nice. Okay, and then 5 minutes on 130, so pop the lid back on. Yeah. There it goes. Okay, so that bit's finished. Add the 600, in my case 400 unsweetened coconut milk at room temperature. Okay, there's the coconut milk. Odd consistency. Check it all in. Okay. So your hands get greasy and horrible, doesn't it? Pour over 600 grams of vegetable stock. I knew I'd forgotten something. Again, I've got chicken stock, but I'm sure the effect will be similar. Okay. Set the beaker into the lid. So I put the lid back on. beaker so it has like a screw, so put it in, screw, and then it's 10 minutes at 100 degrees. Just one thing I've noticed as I've been cooking, there's like a bar here. I think it's like a progress bar. So it's showing me I'm about 3/4 of the way through the whole process. I hadn't even noticed that before. Add the meat and the hard tomatoes. There's the meat. Just put that in. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Put it back on. That's another 5 minutes at 100 degrees. So it's quite handy if I want to have a quick check on the recipe. I can always go into here. I can check the ingredients. I can go into here and just have a quick check of the process. Yep. And when I want to carry on, just hit the continue, and we're back here again. Okay. Season with salt and pepper. I'm just going to use it through the top of them. Oops, not too much. Salt. I'll just put a little bit in, not too much. Okay. Back in. Add 20 grams of sauce thickener. I'm thinking corn flour for this. So 20 grams. Right. Okay. 10 grams. Okay, getting an idea of how much this thing weighs. 15. It goes up within increments of 5 grams, like the TM5 does. It's not quite as granular as the TM6, but it's okay. Does the job. Okay. And stir in briefly with the spatula. Maybe just take the lid off there. This bit. Okay. Just give it a stir. Yeah, it's a bit easier. Okay. Might add, I think I only added about 400 grams or millilitres or whatever it is of water, so I might add some more water. I can always add some at the end. Okay. Put the lid back in. I'm going another couple of minutes there. Getting right towards the end now.
Found the body of a 45-year-old woman a few hours later at 2:15 in the...
Okay. How are you getting on? Remove the lemongrass stem. I see. Oh. Serve the soup. So that's it. That's the whole process done. Obviously I've taken out the long cookery bits, but let's have a quick look at the results. See, I didn't add as much water as they said in the recipe, so I might add some more water if I can do this. So there you see. It's quite a thick soup. So yeah, stick it in a bowl and see what it tastes like. And there we go. So that is, so I can get a bit of a, there you go. And what does it taste like? Actually, it's pretty good. Probably different from the intended taste, pretty good.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, Ben and I both had a bowl full, and there was still quite a lot left. So yeah, I'm gonna stick that in the fridge, maybe the freezer. And then there's a pre-wash thing for this. So I put some water, a bit of washing up liquid. Let's pop the top on, and then I'll get the pre-wash program. So I think it's right back at the beginning here. A lot of recipes on here. So there's a pre-rinse program. So I'll do a start on that. That's Thai curry soup. I don't want that one. Hang on a sec. Okay, let's try that one again. So there's a pre-rinse thing here. You go into here, click on start. For some reason, it's taking me back to Thai curry soup. Let me just work this out. Okay, I don't know, maybe a glitch. Yeah, 1,000 grams of water, blah blah. Room temperature. I think mine's a bit hotter. I've already put it in. Drop of washing up liquid, and then yeah, just. So yeah, it's just a handy little pre-rinse, and it's got like several cycles to it according to how dirty it is. So while it's doing that, I think I'll have to come back to it later. Alright, this is the fast spin part of the cleaning cycle. It's quite impressively steady because it's so big. It's noisy. It doesn't move. I'm just recording this bit at the end just to show you what it all looks like. So that's the bowl, 3 litre bowl, as I said before, or as I will say in a bit. You can see the underside looks very, very similar. In fact, if I just pull the TM5 out here, and I flip them both upside down, you can see why they lost a patent court case, well, in Spain at least, because different method. This has a click out base on the TM5, whereas on this here it's got like a lever locking mechanism. So if I get the blade, and again, blade is very, very similar. In some ways I think it's better. It's got a metal clutch, they call it, and then hold the blade in place and flip it up. I just simply lock it in using that lever there, so quite easy. And then once that's in, I can put the lid on, and I'm going to leave it in the unlocked position, and then I just put the top in there. I can stick it in here. Sometimes you've got to do it with this symbol forward rather than the measuring. Sometimes I find it doesn't always want to sit. I have to wiggle it a bit. But there, I can feel it sitting in. And when I turn this, that locks it and it activates, so the hook locks down in the bottom here. And it's solid. It's not going to come out. Okay.